when I got to Mississippi prison, and then, man, you know, I used to sit there and I used to wonder, what next? What I gotta do next? I couldn't go up the street no more. I can go chill with no family member no more. All I go is to the child hall back to his own. Sometimes we ain't going to the child hall. You know, I first seen Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, and they had Mississippi State Penitentiary. From back in their days, that was like in the 80s, you know. I used to have homeboys, you know what I'm saying? Used to come out of penitentiary when I was like 14, 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to drive and stuff. And I used to see them. I used to hear my old homeboys and shit. They be like, man, you know, that my cousin, he just got out of prison. I be like, you ready? So I began like, shit, go see what's up with this nigga. So boom, you know what I'm saying? We all represent our organization, you know what I'm saying? It was me, my little brother, he was a gangster. My little partner, he was a violent, I was a violent, his little partner was violent. All four of you should stay with each other. Get into it, whatever. That's how we live. So, you know, I used to pull up on grown niggas coming out of penitentiary, used to ask them on inside prison. And they used to say, young nigga, quit doing rocks at them penitentiary. Go on finish school. Man, go on be something in life. Man, you got a head on your shoulder. I was like, yeah. They like, man, leave them streets alone. But then again, you know, being young, being out here, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing things like breaking in no house. I wasn't selling no drugs or nothing like that. But I used to orchestrate things and stuff like that with other guys out here. And you know what I'm saying? Then I go back, tell my little partners, and we orchestrate like that. So, you know, they do their thing, I was doing my thing. And we all just, you know what I'm saying, growed up doing us. So, you know, I used to always hang around guys that got out of penitentiary. I was like, hey, what's up? What's going on? They used to be organization members too, you know what I'm saying? And I used to like, hey, how much time you did? And they be like, man, I did 8 years. I went down since 98. Woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, that what's up. So they adapt to the free world. Some of them couldn't adapt to the free world. So, you know, like I say, when you growing up, see, Mississippi have its own church too. Mississippi, you know what I'm saying? Just like any other state, any other city, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't bigger, you know? So, you know, we do yet what we do too in Mississippi. But see, in Mississippi Penitentiary is different than any other penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? And man, I committed my crime and boom, here it is. I turned my short time into a goal. And it cost me 18 years of my life. I went down in prison for manslaughter. You know, when I got to that prison system, when they processed me in, I was in the shower with 10 niggas. Jumped out the shower about 3 minutes. I'm talking about, he touching on your private part, his private part touching on you, but then you would say, I never love a nigga, I never sleep in the shower with no nigga. Woo, woo, woo. You know, that's a lie. You know what I'm saying? That's a lie. Cause when you get in that prison, hey, you finna do everything that you say you wouldn't do, that you say that you would do, that you won't. And no cause, no reason. Especially when you ain't got no support system behind you from the free world, from the society. Hey, this where you fall victim into the system. This just the beginning. You know, once you get processed through that system, they ask you, where you from? What you scream? You go behind these walls, there's some guys already been there, some guys that waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's time to play, see where you at. They're trying to see if you really about that life. See, Mississippi Penitentiary is the streets. You know what I'm saying? You can't walk down Compton Avenue. You can't walk down, you know what I'm saying, Martin Luther King Boulevard Avenue, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't go down Auntie Susan house. You can't go do that. You can't go cousin house. You can't push up on them 24, 28. Yeah, you can't pull up on them female. Yeah. You can't do none of that. I ain't no Draco. I ain't no Glocks. I ain't no Mo 9. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the penitentiary. Where there's a rules and regulation, no hold bar. But you behind bars. You know what I'm talking about? So, we finna see where you at. I was 18 years old when I hit that prison system. Knowing that I was facing so many years and counted, hearing the rumors and stories from my guys that were teaching me at the age of 13, 14, 15, 16. You know what I'm saying? To where I had to develop in my own mind. Well, I'm going to stand at in life. You know what I'm saying? You know, they say you be man before you be anything. You know what I'm saying? See, I was an organization member at the age of 13, January 5th, 1998, in the state of Mississippi at Villards, you know what I'm saying? So, boom, I always figured in my mind frame that, hey, no matter what, if I did go to the penitentiary, I had the knowledge to increase and survive through that penitentiary by learning from God that was in that penitentiary, you know what I'm saying? That I know for sure that played in them bars, you know what I'm saying? And made it out, you know what I'm saying? Them the strongest survive. So one day I know I had to be in that predicament, you know what I'm saying? I don't look at life like, hey, I don't do this. We all make mistakes. And knowing the mistake that you made, that you can correct the mistake, is the better way of living life. Because life is a gift and death is promise. That's through spirit belief. You know what I'm saying? Inside that Mississippi Institution prison system, I learned a whole lot to share this moment, to share this blessing. It may seem like you'll get lost, but it's just the truth within my word. No love within my heart, peace within my community, freedom in my movement, and justice in myself. See, I failed a mission at a young age. I walked inside the institution and had began to learn what wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is. What look, listen, and learn is about. Love like Lord. I learned to survive in Mississippi State Penitentiary. Hey, when I got in that prison system, they sent me one way and sent the rest of the guys the other way. So you open into the zone, you hear all that hooping and hollering. What's up, home? What's up, home? Oh, that my homeboy. That my homeboy. And you be like, damn, who this nigga is? You know what I'm saying? But then again, this your homeboy. He and I already been gone so long. But you never kicked it with him in the street though, but that's your homeboy. And he run down to you, he shoot the gang, he let you know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Then again, he tried to duck you out too, because, you gotta keep in mind, he was already there before you got there. So he already know the penitentiary streets, you know what I'm saying? So boom, he trying to find his move, see what he can get up out you, you know what I'm saying? Cause he might not be doing good. And then again, you'll be like so shocked. You be like, damn, cuz, shit, what's up? Your folks ain't saying you shit? You know what I'm saying? He be like, oh, you know how that is? Shit, and you'll be like, man, your cousin them got it. You know what I'm saying? You sharing the information from the street and you looking at his situation while he ain't got shit. And then, he only just telling you half of what really went on through him. You know what I'm saying? So you be like, all right, that was I got you, I got you. He got you too, you know what I'm saying? Then he shared a business with his member people that he was in there with during his time and be like, hey, man, I got this, home. We finna go do this, home. The business this, home. I gotta make sure everything's straight. I'm gonna come back and holler at you. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be checking in, be like, damn, where you going? What you finna do? You gotta watch. You gotta be very observant in prison, you know what I'm saying? So if you ain't observing your surrounding in prison, you gonna lose. You ain't gonna be on point. You know what I'm saying? You ain't focused, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be staying on point and you gotta stay focused, you know what I'm saying? Because you gotta master every art in that institution because you're dealing with all type of criminal and all type of mind frame. But most important, you gotta make sure your mind's strong enough to deal with the situation that finna come towards you. You know what I'm saying? You be afraid of not being a man, that's on you. Because you dwelling around another man. After my process, I ain't know where I was going. They said, you going to the penitentiary. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, you going to the penitentiary. And the guys, you know what I'm saying, while we was in process, I had a homeboy rode the bus with me. We went down there together, right? He already had been there. That was like his second chance. All right. So boom. He ain't tell me. He ain't tell me what was going on. He left me to the blind. He left me to the blind. I get in trouble with the GD, the gangster circle, right? They got this thing called security inside the penitentiary. Must have mind, I'm a vice lord. Never been to the state penitentiary in my life, but I heard stories of the penitentiary. From the years of 98 all the way till I led up to the penitentiary. I led to the penitentiary in 2006. All right. I see the sign say, Welcome Mississippi Penitentiary. First thing I thought about was life. And what my guys told me when I was young, and I had a mind frame set like, hey, I ain't finna let no nigga rape me. I ain't finna let no nigga take nothing from me. I ain't finna let none of that happen. I ain't finna let none of that happen. So boom. Man, I get out that bus, number filled, just like it was in the movie. No, I was looking for the long ride. I ain't gonna even lie. Yeah, I just said, what's the long ride? So boom, they sent me to 32, Unit 32, you know what I'm saying? And that was all what a notorious gang member said from Vice Lord, you know what I'm saying? Gangsters, you know what I'm saying? Crips, Blood, LK, AB, you know what I'm saying? Four Corner. And I'm fresh in there. And God tell me, she said, you gonna make it. You gonna be all right. She said, how much time you got? I said, man, I got 28 years. She said, how are you at? I said, I'm 18. And she was like, where you from? And I was like, I'm from right here. And she was like, what is that? I was like, I'm from Mississippi, you heard me? And she was like, what part of Mississippi? I was like, I'm from Clarendale and Tunica. You know what I'm saying? She said, oh, okay. She said, I'm from Clarendale. And I used to hang with her nephew. She went home, she must have asked. And when she came back, she said, I got you, baby. I said, all right, that what's up. Right then and there, you know what I'm saying? She spread the word that I was from Clarendale, and I knew her nephew. And how I knew she spread the word, because in penitentiary, information is very valuable, it's very important. I utilized what I knew from the guy that I met that came out of prison, you know what I'm saying? Never thought that they family member or someone they knew that they would hang with, you know what I'm saying, that knew them that made a way for me inside that prison system, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, look, it was a ride going on, you know what I'm saying? That's my 16th date in the state of Mississippi prison, you know what I'm saying, in max security. In 2006, they had a ride this side of Mississippi. Much out of mind, y'all don't know nothing about what going on, what finna pop off, how it gonna pop off. But when it popped off, a violor ran to my door, you know what I'm saying, out on the rig yard. And I was like, shit. He was like, what you is? I was like, man, I'm a violor, you know what I'm saying? But now I'm watching guy getting hit, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, hold up, I just gave this nigga my life. I was young, you know what I'm saying? But then he was like, that was up. Come on, bro. He opened the door. He gave me a knife, you know what I'm saying? I had to survive, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? And the truth is what it is. A lot of people don't want to face the truth, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't want you to be yourself, you know. I had to learn that in that penitentiary. Self-preservation. Everybody say that. But then when you realize you gotta have mind over matter, you know what I'm saying? That will strengthen you. That will give you the ability to go a whole nother direction with your life. Set a whole nother meaning within the terms of your life. You'll be able to stand on the principle of what life really about. Life is a gift. You know what I'm saying? You won't set to be somebody else follow. You won't set yourself into always a negative activity, conversation, or a negative vibe that people feel from you, or antisocial. But if you had a right mind frame with the right strength and using it in the right positive direction and knowing that, hey, I used to be like this, but it's still dwelling in me. One day it might come out. It may be years. That's how I had to realize in that penitentiary. I had to live for me. Then I had to realize all the guys I hung around with, they put me in a situation. And then I had to realize I ain't got no friend. I don't know these cats. So I got to get down with the program. When I got with the program, I was 19 years old. They sent me from one prison to another prison. And I was like, hey, man, I smell death, you know, to my life. I was like, man, hold up. Hey, I don't want to get out there, bud. Did my 6 months in prison. I was like, hell nah. I smell my death in this motherfucker. You know, screaming my language, but yeah. And I was like, hey, y'all can't take me back to the other prison where I was at. You know, I like, man, something gonna happen to me in that prison. You know, I felt my death in that prison. You know what I'm saying? So I was trying to make a phone call. They were like, nah, you gotta go here. I was like, damn, man, for real? He was like, yeah. So move from one prison to another prison, you gotta build a foundation. And I had a mindset. Even though I know I smelled my death in that prison system, I walked out that bus and I stepped a foot on that ground. I said, yeah, I gotta survive. This will go down there. I walked from the main entrance into their process booking. We had to go to a unit for 4 weeks, which was 4 weeks. And once we went through that process, they said out to the general population. And you know, in prison, you know what I'm saying, you have codes and you know, everything COS, confidential. So I go out to my unit. So must I remind you, you got guys already been there. See, the manipulation game in prison, that's what it's about. If you know how to progress in this life, you'll make it. Hey, Jackson, Mississippi is the capital. You know what I'm saying? I hit my unit. Word got around for what happened in another prison that I was at when I first got there. I got something for you when I get done. I'm recording myself. And I drift my mind into the streets. I said, oh, okay, it's the penitentiary streets. They welcome me, my organization, my brothers, you know, and I felt safe around them. Being safe and comfortable in prison is the way you define your principle that you saw the foundation for yourself. Among that they was under a good leadership and I had a position and they welcomed arms with that position, they respected me. I was 19 years old. Older cat used to come tell me, that did 30, 45 years, 28 years, mandatory with life sentence. And I used to sit there, I be like, damn, you did all that time? And they be like, you don't know I'm an ex. I'm a time person, kid. And I was like, damn, I got 28 years. You know, the old school walked up and told me, man, I done did your time. I did 45 years. I said, God damn, fuck. I said, how you do all that time? That's the process of me learning how to do time, how to survive and make it out. Because they used to tell me, some of us ain't gonna make it out. You might not make it out. You gotta adapt to this. And I was like, huh? They're like, yeah, you finna have to adapt. Whatever you learn in here, that's what you pick up. Welcome to the streets. And I was like, you mean tell me I gotta perceive my life out here every day? He said, hey, you rather be a prey or a predator, but realize you both of them. Even your own brothers will cross you out. And what he meant by that, he was about organization, you know? And then I started learning the streets of the penitentiary. For me to sit there and hear their story, or what they told me, how they survived, I analyze and use it in my own meanings in turn for me to survive using the art of war, you know? And I define myself truly as a ruler, you know? And with my leadership position that they knew that I had, they gave me the insight on how to run an organization within my own terms and meaning and stand on my meaning, standing on business. So I still on business as I develop, going through my changes in life as a young man, growing and developing into a grown man to accept the principle in life that knowing a mistake is correcting a mistake by knowing it's a mistake so you don't make it again. But see, I was constantly making the same mistake for 18 years under the police supervision. But to society, they say they serve and protect. But inside the institution, it ain't no serve and protect. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You wake up in the morning and you hear an officer arguing with inmates, and you hear inmates telling the officer, hey, we're gonna handle that business. And the officer get approved. Guess what? Boom, there it is. You know, they say you young can't do drugs. Hell, you can. It ain't ratting. It ain't snitching. You know, what you know when you say in the street, snitching get ditched. Yeah, we all say that. But inside them penitentiary walls, it for real. But see, if you ain't never lived in that type of environment, you'll be scared of it. So you'll have family members seeing their cousin, nephew, their brothers get out, and everybody welcome home, open arms, and you'll be like, hey, what all this for? What this mean? He ain't lost in time. He just like, hey, this just for a temporary moment. How long they gonna last? So you sit there. This what you thinking in that prison. Like, man, when I get out, I gotta make it home and see that day. And you make it home and see that day. That's what you focus on. OG used to tell me, man, I ain't never getting out. They like, hey, you gonna make it. You gonna make it to your family. That's your biggest scribe, make it to your family. I was like, all right, that's what's up. So boom. Once I seen other cats doing their thing, that been there, that around my age, you know what I'm saying? I started again to manipulating the system, just like they were doing, but using my own way of manipulating the system. Now, that's survival. I was putting down my survival skill, knowing that I can be a prey and a predator, but at the same time, on both of them. But I can't let the predator prey on me. I gotta prey on mine. And by me gaining my respect, I must demonstrate amongst all these terms that was told for me that guys have survived multiple years inside their institution and still were going through a development stage of their situation, just as my situation was their situation. They taught me how to live. They taught me how to demonstrate. They taught me how to activate on things. They gave me mind over matter. I would never let a small thing control me in life while I was in that institution to lose focus on going home. But yet in knowing that in that side of the institution, it was life challenge. Life was a gift, death was promised. What you know about seeing younger guys can do 28, 25, 15-year mandatory, wake up in the morning, got a sheet around their neck, walking out the door and the police like, hey, it ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? You form institutionalized, you know what I'm saying, to the fact that this institution holds no bars for no man. You know what I'm saying? What you know about eating snakes, well, eating rocks, eating stink bug inside your collard greens and green. And then you can't make stove. Your family can't send you money. Your people don't want to send you nothing. They saying, baby, we got you. But then when they give it to you, what you know about going spending? Just as well as you a dope fiend in the street, you're a penitentiary dope fiend too. But you know, you got guys that got family members that love them to the death for them. Use all their money in turn. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to judge somebody? You know what I'm saying? One day, I made that judgment on somebody's life, you know what I'm saying? Being a rank official, you know what I'm saying? And his mom told me, like, she'll do anything in the world for him. She was his only son. So, being a rank official, you know what I'm saying? And his situation was judged. And you had guys that were praying on him, that knowing that if I give him the drug, he got the money. The people gonna send the money. Woo woo. So I was sitting back, analyzing through my own changes to make myself be a great leader, to judge the multitude life living, life that I can't put